All right, here we go. So, how's everybody doing out there today, tonight? I just want to walk with y'all, maybe do a lap or so, or two, if I have it in me. At least a lap and chill out. It's a beautiful night out tonight. And we're going to do the best we can and get it all going, man. All right, turn up my lighting a little bit so you can see me. All right, so real quick, right? Like I said, let me just delve into it, man. Like I said, everything that's happened in this country, first of all, is pretty much illegal. That's the thing you find out when you actually do your research and you start understanding how this country works and how reality works, right? And people are literally waking up all over the map, all over the planet. And this right here, the site with wind and everything blowing, and it's nighttime. It's just pretty. It's beautiful out here. You know what I mean? Blessed, man. Too blessed to be stressed. See, I'm cleaning up a little bit. Yeah, getting your boy looking right. Or because I'm the star, man. I'm the star main character in all this. I got to be right. I got to be looking right. Feel me? So, yeah, it is what it is, man. Give me a second. That's what it is. All right. So, yeah, like I said, how to put it, that one right there wasn't a fan of the Batman. Yeah, I'm telling you, I just don't be understanding. I don't understand folks at all. I don't understand people. It makes no sense. You know what I mean? But to each their own. You know. But like I said, let me see. I should have all my lighting on. Yep. All right, we're good. So yeah, like I said, I mean, it's all been indoctrination, man. It's all been this hypnotism, demonic hypnosis is what most of the country in the world is under, right? And people are really starting to wake up, and that's what we need to focus on as a people. We need to focus on coming together and working together and starting to wake up and really figure out how this game goes. I tried to get these bangs a little bit, but I don't think I got them enough. But I tried. Didn't work out very well either. But looking a little Bruce Wayne-ish. I get it fixed up in time. But I ain't paying for no haircut. I'll tell you that. That man is cheap right now. I ain't doing that. They want to charge you $25, $35. You're crazy. Hell no. Hell no. But yeah, like I said, man, people just got to wake up, man. We getting a lot of people to wake up. Like I said, this is a movement. I was listening to something right now after I was listening to, is actually to Charles talking. I'd be listening to him, and he makes a lot of sense. But there was this other dude talking. I don't know who the hell it was. It just came on after like the next program, right? And it made so much sense, and it was talking about all of this, and it was saying like people are waking up. Like it's undeniable. People are really starting to wake up and figure it out. And they were saying that the brainwashing is so high scale and so ridiculous that people still think, exactly what I tell you, that you have to have the government speak for you. What is wrong with you folks? That's like when I told them, like, I own all these businesses, I'm a CEO. What's the name of your business? What kind of question is that? You don't need to have a name of a business. You don't need to have anything. What do you mean? Well, you keep businesses ideas, common sense, because the question you're asking is silly in it of itself. You know how many businesses fail? All of them. So when someone teaches you an unorthodox method of matter that works, why would you try to sit there and act like you're scoffing at it or questioning it? See, that makes no sense. See, we have a backwards world, but yet all these people with businesses, I don't care if you're in the valley, from coast to coast in this country, if you own a business, I guarantee you you're failing. All of them. All businesses fail, every single one. And why? Because you run these businesses through the government. hmm Because the concept of a business Doesn't work, especially in this country. Why doesn't it work? Because you're not independent. You're supposed to be a cowboy, and you don't let people just stick their hand in your money. That's the truth. You don't do that. That's not smart. Them cowboys, I'm gonna keep it real with you. Them cowboys out there in the country that be doing like that. You know what I'm talking about. Um, where they be doing that stuff with the liquor, right? All that, like, you know what I'm talking about, right? Right? What they be doing with that, right? Them country like outlaws, they be smart as hell because they don't be letting the government stick their hand in their money. I'm gonna keep it a buck with y'all. That's the truth of success. The truth of success is freedom. The truth of success is learning how to create ideas and businesses, all while keeping them ideas and concepts. You understand? And the best part and the best thing you can do if you're starting out is to do something like this, where I don't really have a boss, right? I don't really work for a company, but I'm licensed either way to do this through this corporation, through this company, right? Because you could call it a YouTuber or whatever, right? But I don't have any contract I've signed or anything like that. I don't really have much of anything. I don't remember if I signed one or not, but I don't think so digitally. So I didn't agree to anything. I just did what I did, right? And that's the best thing when you have something that's already fully operational and you can make your little money off of it and make your profits, right? Without having to worry about all the other stuff or overhead costs. When you open a business, there's something called overhead costs. You have to invest to get that business moving and going and started, right? Um, that's where all the money gets wasted. You got people that go to the flea markets down here, invest $100,000 and say, I'm going to succeed selling junk at the flea market. It's the silliest thing I've ever heard. If you had 100K, why would you do that to yourself? I've actually talked to people when I had like over 300,000 in the bank. I was talking to fools that was talking about they did that. I'm like, that's about the dumbest thing you could do. But okay, you have fun sitting here all day, every day, being miserable, and you know, I mean, thinking you're doing something when that's the thing. They got people brainwashed that knowledge is power and ignorance is nothing. Ignorance is going to keep you back, and people really think that. I mean, you had $100,000. You was rich. That's literally what the dude just got quoted out of one of the magazines, one of these Masons that don't know anything about money anyway. But he said something that is kind of true, that if you want to get rich, you got to get your hands on 100,000. He literally said it word for word. He said, I don't care how you get it. He didn't even, he said the truth. That's why so many people, do whatever they can to do whatever, like, but that's not a smart way to go. But that's the truth. You have a lot of people who they just trying to get their hands on 100,000, and that's the problem, is that you're chasing money and you're worshiping money and you're not worshiping God. And I know that's gonna like touch somebody's heart. I know they're gonna hear that. You know, you can't chase money in this world and expect to be happy. You know what I mean? I've never had to chase money. Money comes to me, it gravitates to me. I'm in divine empress energy and I'm an emperor in the spiritual realm, but it's always divine feminine, so it's technically an empress. Ha 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 he he. I know, like a princess. But that's my energy. And the divine feminine sits back and attracts whatever they want. You understand what I'm saying? So without trying or having to do much of anything. So it just puts itself together and that's it, you know. So end of the day, that's what people should be going for. Like I said, I make money while I sleep with this. My next check is up over $80 already. I know y'all mad. Like I said, I told y'all I'm gonna go hard. That means I went from what? That means I probably made about $4 in a day, 4 to 5. That's really good, dude. I think it was something like that, wasn't it? It was almost to like 77, at least like $3. Yeah, probably three and some change, but that's pretty good. That's almost four whole dollars within a day with this. That pays like 1/100 of a cent per 1,000 views. See, I'm going hard. That's going hard. And see, the thing is, like I said, if I could ever get where I'm making like $5, $10 a day and then escalate that, we'll be a-okay. But that's a hard thing to do. And there's not, I have consistency. Hold on. I have my own consistency that I've created, but it's hard to remain that consistent You know what I mean? But and the craziest part is I've done it. I've remained that consistent this entire time, which is unbelievable and impossible. I do the impossible every day, and you folks never want to just say what it is and give me credit. But like I said, when I'm walking around and people in Brownsville is stopping and Batman and yeah, I got the channel. That's what we want. Like everything I set out to do, I didn't flop, I didn't fold, I succeeded. And these people know I succeeded and they're upset about it. You understand? I won. I did the right thing. You know what I mean? And this is what I told people, like I don't know who makes it their objective to try to convince me that I'm not succeeding, but that's the silliest thing you could do. Like I'm a genius. I know my reality. I know when I'm succeeding. I know when I'm winning, right? And I know that I don't have any competition and I'm not against anything or anyone. I just compete with myself. So, like I said, at the end of the day, it's just a beautiful thing because, and what I'm trying to do is get like Charles over here to talk about the concepts. And I told him the truth. I mean, what he's doing, it's all cute and all, it's cool. But the thing is, he's a little naive and he doesn't seem to understand you're not going to get anywhere doing what you're doing. I'm talking about as far as going to these politicians and asking Jelly Roll, and that was my main issue. Is you're asking a Mason who has nothing going for him and is out of shape and nobody and doesn't believe in God. That's the truth. He's a Mason. He sold his soul to Satan. So you're asking Jelly Roll to give you money. He's a Mason. They don't have any money. You're talking about the mayor and this and that, and you're in Deming, New Mexico, talking about these things. That's good to say the truth, but what do you think? Common sense. I mean, really asking you, Charles, what do you think is going to happen? You're answering your own question. Like, of course, they're corrupt. They're no good. They clearly, like you said, they're biased, right? And we know what I'm saying. They're not going to help you, man. They're not going to do anything for you. I'm just telling you ahead of time. It's common sense. So, question is, you can try, and that's good the way you're going about doing it because it brings awareness. But you and I you should know they're not going to do anything to help you because they don't want to make a change. They're not trying to help the homeless like we are. They're not trying to help people like we are. Those are the Satanists. Those are the Masons. You're talking about the mayors and politicians in any city, in any state across this country. They're all corrupt. They're all no good. It's the same thing down here, and it's just so funny how some of those posters, I come across them, I put the videos on this channel, and then I'll see them in articles and stuff and on the internet, and it's like, yeah, and they have something to do with this story. And it's kind of funny because one of them looks just like the mayor or whatever in the movie that's running for office, and he's lying, and they're literally paying and trying to rig the election, and he still can't win. He looks just like him. And I'm almost wondering, like, he probably is corrupt. He's probably just like the guy in the movie, right? And that's probably what's going on. If you be realistic, I mean, I'm talking about down here, but anywhere. I mean, all them elections are rigged. It's all about money, but it's campaign funds. These people are not rich. They're just running for office. See, everybody has their own race to run, right? But the races that y'all run involve you selling your soul and being corrupt, and nobody. The race I'm running is with God. So it's different. I work 8 million times harder than the mayors down here. I work 8 million times harder than any politician down here. I mean, what should be fair and what should be happening is I should be getting paid top dollar for what I do, right? And I have my own political power already, and they should put me in a position to facilitate my expenses and create a budget for me to actually run for office down here. That's what they should do. But see, with me, I'm like not that big on that because I'm like, I mean, it might be cool. I don't know. I think it would take a lot of my time. I just look at it as kind of a waste of time. Like when I had the money, I might do it, but that's the thing. I would want to travel. Like I don't want to be down here. I want to go elsewhere. Be the mayor of another city, a big major city. That might be cool. You know what I mean? But I'm incorruptible, so I'm going to have a lot of folks that have a problem, because they're used to doing things their corrupt Mason way, and I'm not with that. So you're going to have to change everything because of me. See what I'm saying? This is about financial freedom. This is about real freedom. Like I said, I got about 5 days to go right here until the end of the month. Okay. And I'm already, there he goes. I'm up over $80 already. You know how cool that is? This is the creepy part that I like there. Up over $80 already. So that means we got $20 to go. Like I said, I don't really know. I think it's pretty much impossible, but I'm going to try my best. And with God, anything is possible. I don't know. Maybe He'll make it happen. I don't know. Like I said, I must have made like three and some change in one day today. I did some pretty decent views. I've done a lot better, But I got to do what I got to do. Look how good looking your boy. Look at that handsome. Look at that. Look at that. Undeniable, unrejectable. Cause I'm Batman. That's right. You folks is funny. Trying to trying to be jealous of your boy. Don't be mad at me because I'm so good looking. I can't help that I'm this pretty. I'm prettier than all you so-called women. That's right. Ah. But yeah, like I said, man, I'm really not egotistical, man. But I just know the truth. You know what I mean? I look better than y'all. You know what I mean? Like real talk. Been looking better than y'all. But like I said, it is what it is. You know what I mean? Like it is what it is. That's the thing I don't get about so-called women. Y'all be acting like you all the prize and like y'all worth so much and like y'all just let yourselves go and you know what I mean? Like it's just crazy, bro. Like they really think they somebody and it's like, dude, you're all delusional. Like none of you are anyone. Like I'm talking my woman is someone. She's amazing, but the rest of you so-called women out there, y'all ain't nobody. None of you. You don't pull no weight. Ain't nobody caring about you. Like nobody cares how you look. Like we're way past that, bro. We're well into a whole different ballgame. We're way past the millennium. Come on, bro. It's about to be what 2026 around the corner. That's insane. I can't believe I'm in this time. That's crazy. Past the millennium, 26 years past the millennium. Isn't that crazy? Hey, we're here. Hey, that's kind of cool. I mean, at least we're okay for now. We're all right. We're trucking. That's pretty cool. It's impressive. I remember the millennium. I was kind of scared. A lot of stuff was very scary for me as a kid. I watched all of it. So when they did that inside job, I watched the devil form in the smoke clouds. Y'all remember that? And that's because it was an inside job. It's common sense. All of that it's spiritual too. That was the devil. The devils who put that together and used human beings to do it to create what? Fear. You know, People are waking up. People are realizing the truth about their government. They're realizing the truth about all these politicians. They're realizing the truth about all of you. I can see why y'all are panicking. I can see why folks that I talk about that have been exposed as corrupt on this channel still have their people or their wives subscribe to my channel. It's not that they like me. It's that they're like, you better keep an eye on him. Like, he's talking. And he's really, really putting it out there, the truth that we don't take cases. We choose what cases we take. You're twisting laws. You're doing everything that makes no sense, that's against your job title and you can't do. And you thought that none of us had courage enough to stand up to you, but you found one that does. Right. And now you got to watch me because I am the media. So I don't ever create a testament or control a false testament. I bring the truth and the true testament. I just speak the truth. You can look in my eyes and so all I do is speak the truth. I never lie. That's something people who know me said about me. Even when I was in horrible situations, they were like, Ty never lies though. They're like, ever. Like, he's telling the truth. Like, no, this person, she's wrong. You know what I mean? Like things I went through, real serious thing. So it's like, it is what it is, man. Like I feel like I've made a positive change. I feel like I've definitely had a real impact. And like I said, what I do is my family's legacy. Seriously, I mean, this is hard work. What I do, this is real work. I'm having an impact. I'm changing things in a positive way and manner, not just in the valley, but around this country and in the world because I have this outlet of social media, and I plan to continue to do so. Like I said, folks is trying to stop me every day. They're trying to. They want me silenced. They want me quiet, and I refuse. I refuse to. I'm like Martin Luther King. I'm willing to pay any cost and any price behind standing up for what's right. Because evil never rests. The wicked never rests. You know what I mean? And if that's the case, then I don't have time to slow down. You know what I'm saying? And that's the way I view it, just like Bob Marley said. And look what they did to Bob Marley, because it was the same thing. It's always been a spiritual conflict going on this planet. That's what folks don't understand. It's always been between good and evil. There's no fear here. This is why I got up in all these evil people's faces, people that they called and contacted and said, yeah, be jealous and envious, and try to talk to them some way. And I G-checked them and got right up on them and looked them right in the eyes and said, there ain't no fear here, homie. And you look scared. Remember Remember? Yeah. And y'all want to do fake laughter, but you know that you shook. You are terrified. You can see it in your eyes. I'm saying the truth. You look scared. Why are you scared? You have every reason to be. You know what I mean? When homeboy checks you and lets you know, hey, I know exactly what you're doing. Who do you think you are? You can't just pay people off and bribe people, much less that work for companies. And then they try to cover it up. Well, wait till these lawsuits get filed. Wait till I call corporate and explain to them what you did, right? Because it's easy to see. It's common sense. There's nothing I really have to prove. It's all the proof is right there in the pudding. You can see what these folks are doing. They admit to it. All because, oh, you don't want to see someone run their business. You don't want to see someone have the resources they need. Like I said, once Christina get here, I'm gonna get all the inventory I want from wherever, whatever I need. If I need whatever I need, scooters, motorcycles, bat pods, Batmobiles, whatever I need, Christina's gonna help me to get. And like I said, we're not gonna sit here and be sedentary. I already explained to her, nah, this place is mad oppressive. Every time that I get money, I always get out of here. This is where I get placed to make a change because this is the hardest place to be in the world. It's the hardest place, seriously. It's that bad. It's harder than distant countries. You get treated better in Afghanistan and Iraq. Seriously, way better. Me? Oh, they'd love me over there. You know what I mean? They just think I'm funny. Everybody would get along with me, and they're not going to try me because I'm too big and too strong for all of them. You know, they're going to look at me and be very shook, like, wow, like, yeah, that dude's not like, that's not someone you mess with. You know what I mean? Real talk. Like, I go to any country and take everything over easily in my sleep. Are you serious? America is the hardest place. That's what people don't want to give credit. This is where all the crime happens. America is where all the real stuff happens. This is where the real gangsters at. Seriously, this is where the real reckless ones at. So all them other countries, it's nothing. That's a joke. That's easy. That's a cakewalk. Real talk. You know what I mean? Except for maybe like Africa at times, certain parts. That's about it. You know, it'll get a little realer over there. I already know, but it ain't nothing that I'm scared of or can't handle at all. If anything, it's actually more my element because I'm all about like no rules. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, man, like I said, folks just got to wake up, man. Y'all got to wake up. Y'all got to see it for what it is. Y'all got to start using your mind and getting real with yourself and understanding, hey, you know, we got a time here. We're on this planet and we need to do the best we can. You see me, I ain't even slowing down. Like, I'm really trying to do this, bro. I got like 5 days to try to make like 20 bucks on here. Like I said, if y'all can super chat somehow, help me along the way. Whatever you can do, please do. Give me a minute for this. Matter of fact, I'm gonna probably just call it a show today. I said what I needed to say. But yeah, man, long story short, I'm gonna try to talk while I can, but long story short, man, people just gotta wake up, bro. Like I said, I already gave the blueprint. I already showed y'all it's all real. Like I said, we need crowdfunding, man. I need people in the public to start tossing me some cash. If you work a job in 9 to 5, please help fund the Batman, man. I'm not playing. This is a real thing that I'm doing, and it's making a huge difference. It's making a huge change. And, well, I guess I'll keep walking a little. It's making a huge difference. It's making a huge change. And it's really helping folks. It really is. Like, I can see visibly that it's making a difference. I can see that it's making a tangible difference. I'm very excited about it. I'm very excited about the future. I'm very excited about just this being a project. And, you know, like I said, that's the thing. I mean, imagine somebody trying to act like they can form an opinion on me. I mean, I'm Batman, dude. I mean, I'm the real thing. I don't just live up to it. I'm the real thing. I'm that what all them movies and films and cartoons were made about. The real legend. I'm the actual prophecy. So imagine trying to talk. That's that internet meme generation stuff. You trying to talk to an immortal vampire and convince me of some nonsense that's some internet land stuff that doesn't make sense out here in reality and it doesn't stand. You get proven wrong, that's it, and you move on. And that's what happened. There's no debate on nothing. The immortal vampire is staring right at you. Real talk. And he's doing what he wants. So, I mean, this is my real life calling. This is what I got called by God to do. I'm the chosen one. You feel me? So, like I said, I mean, y'all just really don't get it, do you? They explain it in the movies. They say he was like a big vampire. And I'm telling you, like all the dots connect, man. And y'all think I'm playing them. I'm not playing about that. That's reality. Like, look what I went through. You didn't listen. I went through a you know what to get to the rebirth stage. I really am what you fear. I'm the real thing, bro. I'm not playing. Just because I'm talking to you like a human being doesn't mean whatever you want to tell yourself, and it don't mean I am one anymore. You know, but I'm a human being. I'm human, but I'm just something else, and that's what God created. Everything I went through, all them horrible things, all them atrocities, all them things my enemies did. God told me, I'd let your enemies do this to you. And I didn't understand it. Of course, I'm like real, mad about it. Like, what the hell you mean you let them do it to me? Like, what? What kind of friend are you? But he said I did it because it's gonna build you. That's the thing. I realize his plan. You can't understand God's plan. I mean, God is God. He has a different point of view. But I'm starting to. I'm starting to understand it somewhat. But I'm not God. I can never understand through his, completely. I mean, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe you can. But maybe he's showing me. But that's not for me to worry about. I leave that in God's hands. I don't want to be God. I look up to God. I have nothing but love for God. But I am not God. I'm merely a vessel. Who is that? Well, so yeah, like I said, over here, we just keep pushing forward, man. We keep being successful. You know, my whole deal is, I mean, none of this is complicated. But yeah, like I said, I got 5 days to go to try to get like I got to make like over 20 bucks on here. So I don't know what I'm going to have to do. I'm going to have to go hard. I'm going to have to just like keep on doing video after video. I'm probably going to have to increase the output, right? I'm going to have to do whatever the hell I can. Matter of fact, while I'm talking, hold up. That looks cool as hell with my hair. Wait till you see it. Look like I got a lion's mane going on. That's awesome. But people love it, man. People respect it. People see like, man, this dude really devoted his life to this, to doing this. Like, yeah. And it's not going to be a local project. It's going to be going national, and then we're going to take it worldwide. And that's what folks have to understand is like, put everything I have into this, man. Everything. I put my whole everything, my whole life went into this, and I'm proud. And I'm accomplishing everything I set out to accomplish. This is the one. This is a thing and a part that it's like supposed to be unattainable, and I'm like, I think I could do it. For some reason, God is just telling me that I could maybe pull it off. That I could do it. I don't know. I hope, man. I truly hope, man. Like I said, God, please bless my business, please, like you have, but please bless me to try to make this happen, man. We got 5 days. I really need this, bro. I need to get over that $100 threshold before the end of the month because I'd have a guaranteed check coming in next month. And that's the thing these folks don't get. Like, you don't get it. Like, it'll change everything for me because then I'll have guaranteed income coming in every single month, right? And we'll be straight and we'll be ready to go. It'll really help. And the thing is, the other check would probably like start like right after that because they have to cap it and create a new check. And I keep building the same way. And then I have a momentum and a pace to where I have a surplus. Either way, the check will be like magnificent if I keep going at the pace I am, even if I don't get there by the end of the month. You know what I'm saying? That's the thing. Like, it'll be great, but it just would come the next month. That's too long, bro. Like, see what I'm saying? You can't just continue to leave, like, you call it employees or whatever, but you can't just leave people to their own devices for that long and expect us to make it. I mean, that's what I'm saying. It ain't making no sense. It's just setting me up for failure every time. So the only way in my mind that I'm truly going to be able to succeed with this is if I do that. And the problem is I got a phone bill too. So it's like, y'all act like I just got like a bunch of money. Like, nah, bro. This money goes to that phone bill every time, and every time I have to reinvest paying the phone bill into doing this business, and it's just getting old, man. You know what I mean? Like, it's getting old. Like, I need a working bicycle. I need the phone plan paid. I need everything. Like, my phone's good. Hold on. The phone is good until the 21st of next month, so I just paid it. See, that's the thing. If I hadn't paid that, I'd have money. I'd have money for a bicycle probably and everything. But see what I'm saying? I'm a grown man and I handle my responsibilities. I pay for my car lot every month too, over $100. So, y'all folks want to run your mouth and talk, but we doing everything we supposed to, and we goody. That's the truth, you know. But I got to get things going, man. I want to expand. Like I'm telling you, there's like $100 bicycle right now that looks nice. That it might be like perfect for me and what I'm doing. Like right now, just to just start to have a bicycle that actually works and runs right, and like the tires might be good. I don't know. I haven't tried it, but I think it was like 100 even. If anyone wants to help me, man, I'm just saying. At least I could look into it. It would definitely help my business. If I got money like that, I would consider saving it too right now because I need it bad. But that's the thing. Like, I got to have somebody donate or something. I don't know, like some serious money. Like, I need a couple of hundred at least. If not, I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't know how I'm going to keep doing this because it's hard to sell. It's impossible. But that's the thing. I do it for the purpose because of how much it's accomplishing, and I'm doing it on a budget. It's all good. It is what it is. But it's just hard. Like I could tell you one thing. I ain't planning on paying the phone bill next month. I mean, it ain't gonna happen the way things looking. It's just not. I mean, it's like it's not, and it doesn't mean that I'm failing or anything. It just means I can't continue to do that because I'm not putting myself through the same exact thing I just went through. Oh, I told you I'm not doing that again. If I got to go without a phone plan, then I guess that's what it is. Because that's why I do it because I figure, well, if I have the phone on, I can at least ask people for help, and that's what I tried to do. But it was real hard, and nobody really did anything for me. The only time people did a little bit was around my birthday, and that's about it. And that's my thing. Like, see, these folks don't make sense, but they donating to people who are homeless every day. They pay them for their hotel rooms. And I'm not upset about it at all. I just think it doesn't make any sense. You not making sense doesn't have an effect on me. It affects you. You see what I'm saying? It's just money that I ain't getting, that I could be getting and should be getting, that would help me. Like I said, if all these folks that was jealous of me were actually helping and donating and really supporting and wanted to see me win, which is all I have really, then I could win. But without that support, what the hell was that, dude? Oh, that's nice. It's a cockroach. So, real little snob roach. So, I don't know, man. It just is what it is. But hopefully, somehow, people will hear me. I don't know. Like I said, I need help, man. I need help from the public, bro. It's the only way I'm going to get this done. But that's what I really need. Like, if I had the bicycle, it would help me to run the business. I could do more videos because I got the phone holder. I just take it off the other bike, put it on that bike. I think it's like 100. It'd be 100 and something with tax. It's a nice bike too. It's like a cool color, and like as long as it's got like brakes, it's got to have brakes. I mean, I'm not taking no risks like that, but as long as it's got like brakes and it like works, I could use that. And then I just put the phone holder on there. I put the phone in there, and we back on the road and we start riding. And then I can do my lives the whole time I'm riding. And then what I can work on at some point is getting a light, which costs about, I'm just telling you all what I need to see if anyone wants to help me. I could work on getting a light, right? For like $25, $30, right? Something like that. And, it's just the truth. Like, hold up. This felt something like get on me. But yeah, like the light would be like 25, $30. right? And then I get the light for the bicycle. And see, that's still just like a beginning phase. Like that's the thing. Like nobody's donating me and sending me funds. I need startup capital to get this back to a certain degree, this business where I had it when I started it. Does that make sense? So I need the public's help. I'm not afraid to admit when I need help. I've been doing this for 2 years plus. I'm going on 3 years. I've accomplished a ton. I did this all out of my own pocket. It cost me thousands upon thousands. I've easily spent over 11 bands for sure. More than that, probably around like almost up to probably about 12 grand at least, somewhere about in there, if not more. Seriously, like somewhere around there, in all entirety, and a bunch of expenses I have to pay when I got back and everything. So, I mean, I put money into this business. I did my part, but, and this is all facts. I gotta have help, man. But that's what I'm saying. I could put the phone holder on there, and like I said, you get the light for like it's probably like 20 something to $30, which is ridiculous for a little dinky light. But put the light on there, right? Get it all going. And that's it. Like I'd be operable at night again. So that's my point. Like I could, stay out later. I could do what I need to do, and I could, really do the Batman thing. Like if I wanted to sleep all day and do it at night, I just have my light and I could ride at night. It would be kind of scary, right? But I mean, because of dogs and stuff, but Batman ain't too scared. You know what I mean? I get over that real quick. I admit when I'm scared. I'm just saying it'd be kind of weird and creepy, but I could do it, or to an extent, or just stay out a little bit later and ride back at night. But that's my point. I'd be able to operate, as like for real, like as Batman, and do what I need to do. And that's all I really need, because I'd have a little light on it. And if it was fast, then I could ride it all around because I'm fast on a bike. I mean, I'll move around fast. So my legs are pretty strong too. So it's up to y'all, man. But that's what it's going to take to get this really going, and that's not even that much money, bro. It's like, I would need at least like $200 just to do that. And then, like I said, I need more money than that, like hundreds of dollars for bus tickets. Like I'll tell you everything I need, and then see. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna just start telling the public what I need and see if people hear me and want to help me out. I need a couple of hundred for bus tickets, right, to move around and get this built and expanded in different cities and states. And same thing. I'd reach out to the public and see if they'd help me with hotels while I'm out doing trips trying to expand this. Like that's the thing. Like if we could even just facilitate like a first trip, you know, through some kind of funds from somebody, that would help me tremendously, truthfully, because then at least I can get out, go to some city somewhere, and just be able to move around, be on the bus, and like you get a different angle, you get different footage. It's another place I really want to go, Christina. I keep forgetting, which is Louisiana. I don't know if we might end up living there. I like Louisiana. I like Shreveport. I like New Orleans, but I want to be somewhere safe. And like it's like cheap out there. Like the hotels, some of them are affordable. Sorry, no, the hotels were expensive as hell. But there was some of them that weren't. Like I don't know if they're hostels and stuff, but there was some stuff like I know everything wasn't expensive. And if you could get you a plot of land out there, man, you'd have it made, bro. That place is beautiful, bro. Are you serious? Those casinos are awesome. I don't care what nobody says. When you ain't from somewhere, you think it's awesome. Like that's my thing. That in Biloxi, Mississippi is beautiful. I love all that. Like that's the places I want to be. I love Biloxi personally. Is there a reason why you turn on your high beams? Like it's your thing to do. Have everything on. So yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, it is what it is. Yeah. But like I said, this is a business. We stay working, we stay making dough, stay making bread, stay looking good doing it, boy. Right? And like I said, all the people in the public, I need your help, man. Like, I really need your help. That's the thing. I'm the people's champion. The only way that I can do this and win is through God, and through God waking people up and correcting them and showing them they need to help me. Without that, I mean, right now it's pretty hard, man. I'm waiting and being patient, waiting on God, but that's the thing. I just wish we could get started, man. There's so much going on in the world, bro. Like people really need my help, and that's the hard part for me, but I listen to God. It's all in God's divine timing, truthfully. But I'm ready. I'll tell you that much. I think I can get even more ready, but I'm pretty ready. That's what God said. He said He's making me unstoppable, and I can see it. That's the thing. The point is to get this training where it's like systematic. I'm already maintaining the strength levels, and the training is out of this world. There's no human being who can come close to me. I assure you. You can come try to do what I do on these bars. You're not going to come close. I don't care who you are. You can get Olympic athletes. You can get bodybuilders. I don't care who you are. You ain't going to come close to me. I'm going to run circles around you, and you're going to be like, what the hell? I'm really Batman. I'm really superhuman. So it's like I'm the strongest in the world. God already gave me divine confirmation of that. So it's like I did that part, right? Just like I did every part. Just like I took over the streets, lower crime rates, made a whole change, did a whole lot, right? It's an amazing person, you know what I'm saying? And I did it all for a positive purpose, man, to make a positive change and help people. And it's all I've ever done. I gave all my money away to other people and help people. I'm here to help. I'm an angel. I knew that my whole life. I'm a literal angel. I was sent from heaven to help. It's the truth. God put me here to help people, so I'm here to save people. I'm the literal savior, so it's like, I just know I'm doing my job on this planet. I'm doing God's work and God's will, and that's all I can do, but hopefully, some of the normal folks that listen to me, hopefully they actually listen to the live streams and hear what I'm saying. That's what I need, man. I need enough for a light. I need money for bus passes to actually travel like across like the different states and cities. We're in America, man. I mean, that's the thing. For people to think that it's out of the question, I mean, we're here to ask for money. We're here to get the crowd involved and get crowdfunding. We're here for that. See, that's the weirdest thing how they just sit there and say, oh, you shouldn't run your business. Boy, you silly. So-called woman, you silly. We're here to run a business. We're here to get all the money we can from the fans and the public. That's what I'm here to do. Why would I not do? Look at those bangs, look cool, right? Um, why would I not do what I came here to do? Like I said, that's what I need. I need enough money to get me a good, solid bike that's going to hold up and be fast. So I can go all through here and do my thing, and then like get to the point where if I want to operate all night and then sleep all day, I can do that. But just where I have open frame to work. But I need a bike and I need a light on it, a good light that's really powerful, that I can see everything in front of me. That's about it. You know, um, the mainly the bus passes. I really want to travel, man. I want to get like a trip going. Like that would just put me at ease if I could at least get out of here for a minute. I just need to get out of here, man. I need to get out. I need to get it out of my system. I want to just go somewhere. I wish I could go to New Orleans, even if it was just for like a week or something. Like if I could spend like a month in New Orleans, like and be good and set, man, I would be happy as hell. Like have a spot and like have a TV and have everything I need there, and like I'd be happy as hell, bro. And be able to actually like go out and have money to like gamble and mess around and buy what I want. Like that's all I wish. I just wish that I had the money and resources, but at the same time, like I'm so appreciative and I count my blessings. Like I know I'm blessed and I'm satisfied with everything. I'm content, with what I have, but I just want to get out, man. I need a vacation, bro. That's my thing. Like I'm saying, like if I had a spot, I could actually bring the bat suit. I just put it in a backpack. I just got a brand new backpack. I always keep things in rotation. People help me. God sends people to bless me, or I pay for my own stuff, whatever. Like this time, somebody blessed me. I got a brand new backpack, bro. It's nice. It's got room in it and everything. I can put the suit in there. It's perfect for what I'm doing. So, and it's like a camping backpack almost. Like it has pockets for everything. Put water in there, everything I need. Why would God give me that if He didn't see me traveling at some point here in the near future? See what I'm saying? God works. He makes sense. The way He works, it makes sense. Just a lot of you lean on human understanding, so you don't get it. But that's why He tells you don't lean on human understanding. I understand to a capacity to some degree. I'm not going to claim to completely understand, but I see it. I get it. I understand to some degree, and it's beautiful. But that's what I'm saying. That bag, I could put my suit in there, my one suit, and I'm good to go. But I would need a spot somewhere. Wherever I go, I need an actual spot. That way I'm not having to walk into these buildings and stuff with it, because you can't have that everywhere. You just can't. They're not going to let you in. So that's what I'm saying. So if I could do something like that, like that's what I'm saying. Like if people would pay me and send me enough money and fund a trip like to New Orleans, that's what I'm saying. Like I go be Batman at night in New Orleans. There's a lot of action in New Orleans, homie. You know what I mean? Like I'm just saying, I mean, it might get interesting real quick. And these are not situations that are like cool. You know, these are situations where I'm out there. I'm out there in the real thing. See, you call it crazy, you call me crazy, whatever. I mean, I guess I'm crazy then, because to me, like I love it. It just excites me. You know, like yeah, I get scared. I have fears, and that's what drives me though. When I get scared, it just makes my adrenaline pump more. That's what the thing. Like it ain't gonna stop me. It's gonna make me want to go even harder. That's what folks don't get, you know. And like I don't know, there's not really much that scares me. So I just know what I was meant to do. But that's the thing too. Like if I go out there, I'd want the steel armor suit with me too, and I can't carry it. I can't carry it in no backpack. That's what people don't get. Like I need help. I need people who can drive, who like something, like who got like a van or something and can actually help me do like a tour all over the country where I do this at night and like go out and just film what I can, like, you know, and I need a GoPro that actually and figure out how to record everything. That way, whatever I get into, it's actually recording me, you know, and then be able to deattach it and point it at myself, the GoPro, so that you can see me, you know. And I mean, I am going to actually need people to film and like a camera crew too at some point. I don't know if I'm going to have like some kind of camera crew when I'm Batman doing all this Batman stuff, but it would make sense, I think, because you need that angle. You need the angle. Like it can't like for the you know, I might be creating a film and stuff, but you have to have the angle of me, you know, Batman being seen. It can't just be the GoPro. So we're gonna have to have some kind of camera crew at some point or something like that, right? Where we do it like that. So I don't know. It'll figure itself out. But like I said, just if y'all hear me, man, please donate. Like I said, I'm going as hard as I can. Hopefully, we can get this check amount over 100 before the end of the month, and hopefully, I can have some kind of check coming this next month. So, I'm just gonna try my best. That's all I can do, you know. That's all we can do. Try our best, pray, and hope that it happens. You know what I mean? But I got like 5 days, so I figure if I push hard enough, maybe do enough content, I could do it. So let's try it. You know, let's see what happens. If anything, it'll pick up the rate and the momentum that I have anyway. So either way, you know, I'll be making more dough, more money. All right, easy. Stay man.